Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to all the gamers out there. I welcome you all to the Esportz Premier Series Qualifier number 2, powered by Energy Drink and presented to you by Josh App. And with me joining today on the desk is going to be Nitish.
Yep, my bad. Actually, kind of had a F moment over there, but yeah, for some reason something just restarted automatically. My bad. But anyways, yep, as Elika did tell you guys, welcome to the Esportz Premier Series 2021 brought to you by Hell Energy Drink and Josh App. And yeah, today we've got some very exciting games, even though it is going to be a shorter day, of course. Only I've got 2 games for you guys, but before that, I want to take a quick look at the format as well, guys. Till now, we have had an amazing run through our qualifier number 2 as well. And the format is going to tell you guys a lot about that specific journey as well. So we started off with phase number 1 as well. Round of 64 and round of 32 got over, and currently we are in the final day of round of 16. Now, interestingly, from tomorrow, we are going to be starting off with round of 8, right? And it's going to be all best of 3. So from tomorrow, you guys can expect a lot more action and the games to be much, much closer. Round of 64, round of 32, and round of 16 majorly consisted of a lot of storm games as well. But round of 16 did come to a very, very close stage as well. Now on towards the grand finals as well. Later on after round of 8 is going to be best of 5 on 28th of May. Just forget the dates. The dates have been extended a little bit because of the break that we took in the middle because of the cyclone that happened as well. But yeah, Tanvi, day recap, right? The recap that we're going to be talking about as well. Yesterday's recap. We had a bunch of interesting games, and a lot were unexpected, and the outcome of those matches were simply not how we predicted it to be, right? So let's at that as well on how exactly the recap was coming in from yesterday's games as well. But what do you think? Yesterday, did you like think that the outcome is going to be like that? Like, at least I did not. I know you did not as well. We did do some pre-game and post-game analysis. So
yes. Yeah. Well, I definitely did not see that coming through. I expected, with the first match of the day, JMUTS versus Broken Fire, I wanted Broken Fire to, show some competition. But I think in turn, JMUTS did not allow them, and they put up a very good speed breaker towards the rounds for Broken Fire. That was the first match of the day. 13-3, JMUTS entirely shut them down. And second match, which did not happen, but it was one hell of a surprise for all the audience. That was Fufu Esports versus Samurai, where Samurai actually forfeit, and they gave the win to Fufu Esports, which means that Samurai Esports is currently out of this tournament. And the third, last but not least, is going to be Team Fangs versus Enigma Gaming, where Team Fangs, they put up quite a show over there. I think they had the spotlight, even though Enigma Gaming took away the win. But I think Team Fangs, they left everybody into the surprise of the performance they showed against Enigma Gaming. I mean, Team Fangs, they totally put their, the lust, the hunger into the game. But I think Enigma Gaming, being more experienced than Team Fangs, it was easy for them to beat. And when you have teammates like Hika, you are in a boot camp, you're playing, you're sitting next to each other. I think it pretty much sums up the reason why Enigma Gaming had more advantage. Well, that was a recap of yesterday's games. And today, as Nitish said, is going to be the last day for round of 16, which means we'll be getting forward towards round of 8 from tomorrow. And we have interesting matches lined up for today. Only 2 matches. They're going to be short and sweet, but I guess they are going to be intense as well at the same time. So why don't we just go ahead and have the schedule for today?
Yeah, definitely. The schedule for the day is going to be popping up in your screens any moment now. But before that, we would like to definitely give a huge shout out to our sponsors as well, because of which, everything has been happening around here. You guys are seeing all of this incredible action. You guys are, enjoying each and every piece of creative being put up on your screens as well. It's all thanks to our sponsors, Josh App and Head Energy Drink. Without them, all of this wouldn't have been possible. So please check them out using the link down in the description below. Follow their socials, follow Esports' socials as well. There, esports.in, the guys over at esports.in, they put all the updates over there. The bracket links and everything can be found on their Discord, so definitely join their Discord as well. And join the Discord in case if you want to participate in any of the future tournaments as well. Now, getting on towards the schedule for the day, we're going to be having 2 matches. 2 of very interesting matches, if I should put it this way, because Purpose Esports Juniors and Salty, right? Salty, we did see them the previous qualifier as well. And Purpose Esports' main roster actually put quite a show in the previous qualifier as well. But yeah, now it's going to be the time for the juniors to shine, and it's going to be Purpose Esports Junior versus Salty, which we are going to be starting off with any moment now. And then the last game of the day is going to be TRURERIPPERS Esports and Beyond Infinity. Now, TRURERIPPERS Esports need no introduction, and the same can be said of Beyond Infinity as well, but at the same time, Beyond Infinity haven't reached that level as well, where TRURERIPPERS Esports are currently standing at. So Beyond Infinity, they are working their way towards it, by the way. They have been performing really, really good in other tournaments as well. So looking forward to seeing Beyond Infinity give out a tough fight to TRURERIPPERS Esports. Expect that game to be on Haven, by the way. This is something that, quickly just came into my mind, so I just am telling you guys, because TRURERIPPERS Esports and Beyond Infinity both love to play the map of Haven. So looking forward to seeing that specific match happen on Haven as well. If it is going to be Haven, then obviously we both are going to be very, very happy. At least I'm going to be happy because Haven is my favorite map, and I know for a fact that you sort of have a love for Haven as well. I guess match number 1 is ready. Salty versus Purpose Esports Junior. We are going to be, jumping straight into the draft selection screen really soon. But before that, some pre-game analysis. I guess Tanvi definitely have got her analysis book prepped up. So why don't you go ahead and take it over?
Yeah, I mean, I did have a look at what it looks like for Salty, and as well as Purpose Esports in the previous matches that they've played, and I think they've been doing pretty good. Especially talking about Purpose Esports, I'll be having my eye at Purpose Esports because their previous matches it was a clear zone. Vengeance, they had their match against Vengeance in the round of 32, and it was a newly formed roster and giving away 10 rounds to them. I mean, Purpose Esports did take the victory 13 to 10, but giving away 10 rounds is something which is not actually putting me in a good place right now. But Salty, on the other hand, they defeated Mages who also participated in the qualifier number 1, and they came down to round of 16 as well, even in the qualifier number 1. And Purpose Esports, they successfully managed to take down Mages 13 to 2. And that's something I completely got awestruck at. So I'm expecting that
Yeah.
Salty has become and came with a better roster this time. So all the best to Purpose Esports and Salty as well. And I pretty much think that Salty is going to win this match because with the roster and the meta they've been changing. They've been changing a lot of agents. I watched the recent words and I had a look at their previous matches. So they've been changing a lot of agents, especially talking about their jet player, their duelist. He has
Yep.
been throwing that headshots very insanely. I mean, he went all into that mayhem mode where you just get
Yep.
headshots all the time and you're going very aggressively. And talking about Pepe Zispos Jr., they're pretty low, they're calm, and I think that they'll be someone who might be putting out the word slow and steady wins the race. And I think Pepe Sports they might have a shot. They might have a shot at this, but again, I'm very confident on Salty today.
Yep, definitely. The feelings mutual. Salty and Purpose Esports Junior both have been putting in the work, and I guess Salty might have put in some extra work as well. With their defeat in the previous qualifier, they are going to be, having that fire ignite inside themselves as well. So they're going to try and go ahead, win against Purpose Esports Junior, and proceed on towards the round of 8 as well. Now, if they do move in towards the round of 8, competition is going to get more and more tough. So expect them to keep grinding and not get ahead of themselves as well. I guess the draft selection screen is ready, so why don't we quickly jump straight into towards the agent selection screen as well and see what are these agents being picked up by both of these teams, Elika?
Wow, to my surprise, it's actually Hayden, as he said, and I'm really happy. Let's have a look at the agent pick selection as we were talking about it. Pepe's Esports Junior starting off at defenders, and Salty starting off at the attackers, and I think I can see a huge difference over here. We can see Salty, they have picked up a Jed, a KJ, a Sova. I think they are all confident in talking about Pepe's Esports Junior. We have Shay picking the Sova. We have Amex, Vlochuke, Levy, and Deadly. Deadly 10, I think he's going to go ahead and pick up that Cypher. I'm pretty sure he'll be using that because, the Haven is a huge map and you need traps everywhere. And Amex with that controller, he has already been very confident about it. And I think Deadly is still switching up between KJ and Cypher, and there you go. He's gonna go ahead and pick up Cypher because Cypher is one of the best agents to start off with the defenders, especially in a map like Haven, because it's a three-sided one. And wow, an interesting pick. Salty might be picking up that Astra, and trust me, if they go ahead and pick up Astra, they are going to be putting out a lot of aggression on the attacker side.
That's true. Purpose Esports Junior, right? They've got themselves an interesting lineup, and I guess Levy and Vlau, they are going to fulfill that duelist role to perfection as well. Interestingly, Purpose Esports Junior still have a long way to go when it comes to applying the newer agents into their composition as well. I guess they are gonna eventually get that Astra in, and maybe we are also gonna be seeing some interesting combo plays being made by Purpose Esports Junior. But at the same time, Salty, I'm really happy that they have been experimenting with things, and they have finally got that Astra into their lineup as well. Looking forward to what Salty are gonna do with that Astra pickup as well, and I'm gonna be very happy if they go ahead and use that Astra's abilities and her utilities as well to perfection, because see, we do witness all of these teams bringing in the newer agents into their composition, but at the same time, not all the teams capitalize on top of the utilities being used as well. So let's hope that Salty are going to do that. And without further ado, let's get straight into the game as well, ladies and gentlemen, because the action is all ready for you guys as well. I know a lot of viewers are really, really excited for this specific game because it's definitely going to be a close one. Hoping for it to be a close one as well. And yeah, Elika, let's freaking go with this, yeah?
Yeah, the pistol round has already begun, and looking at the agent picks, I think Astra is going to be one of the strongest for the attackers. As you know, it can also be a very early warning for the defenders that they can already know, but I think Amex is being a little naughty over here, gets that kill on Twist 3, the smoke, and so does Levy. It's going to take down game as Villa 2K is going to come for the backup. He's going to take Loopy down. It's down to 2 versus 5 situation, and I think the spike going down is a good thing that we should be talking about, as Salty's Glyph will be pushing forward, but it's 4 defenders in the CT standing currently right now, but the pulling ability is going to make a difference as Reese will be getting taken down by Glyph, but it's all into the shoulders of Pixel. Without getting a kill, he will be getting taken down by Deadly 10, and that was one hell of a round coming in from Purpose Esports Junior. I mean, shots through smokes, they were pretty naughty, not gonna lie. They did a good job, although though getting that pistol round is gonna give them confidence to move ahead as defenders, as we know that Haven is an attacker-sided map usually.
That's true, and Purpose Esports Junior going ahead and getting that victory as well on the defense, especially that pistol round. It really means something, and I guess from the side of Salty as well, in their defense, maybe they were just not able to hold on to the side in an afterplan situation. Their afterplan positions were not that great, because Purpose Esports Junior, it felt like they just bounced in on towards Salty, and there was absolutely no room for Salty to move anywhere. Amazing lineup though, to reveal both the players over towards the A lobbies.
Loving this. I'm loving what Purpose Esports is doing. They know that they are going for a first buy, so they're just going to go ahead and put that recon. Well, a recon is never wasted if the players are spotted. And talking about Blow 2K, he is tied down to low HP though, but he's gonna go and get a satisfactory 2 kills to his name. As said, he's gonna pretty much take down Glyph, and his last person standing, that is going to be Astra, who gets a headshot onto Blow, and maybe another one that's a double kill. But I don't think she's not lucky enough to get a triple.
Oh!
As said, he's gonna shut it down. And here we are, 2-0, Purpose Esports.
Yeah.
I love the aggression. I love what they're doing. The way they're, putting out the agent composition. I'm loving it.
That's true though, but at the same time, Levy. Interestingly, I mean, I just can't stop laughing. Levy, the way he just pre-fired around the corner, right? He emptied up his entire magazine and had to switch to the Ghost as well in order to try and get that kill. Unfortunately, he had his comrades as well coming in from the backlines to help him out. Once again, the exact same recon in order to get him that information that he needs. That is Shrey. Now, Purpose Esports Junior, they know for a fact that the entirety of Salty are moving in over towards the A side. So let's see if Salty are going to be able to down the defenders over towards the A side or not. It's going to be Shrey to try and get that frag, but Shrey is going to be blind, completely blind, not going to be able to spot anyone out. Finally does get a ding, but not going to be able to capitalize on top of that as well. Unfortunately, it's going to be down to a 2 versus 2. Make it a 2 versus 1 for Team Salty, as they have got themselves a man advantage. And I guess with that spike being planted as well, it's going to be all down to Levy in a 1 versus 2. Now, Levy, where exactly is he coming in from? He's over towards the A-shot position. So let's see if he's going to be able to surprise both of these agents from the side of Salty or not. Glyph has got himself a turret over to his short, so as soon as that turret got taken down by Levy, he knows that the final plate is coming in from the short position as well. Levy is going to take a beautiful updraft, but at the same time, little does he know that both the players are eyeing over to his short position, and his position has been compromised as well. So with that said and done, first round of the board for Salty. Their full buy round works out for them, Alika, and I guess it's for a beautiful beginning.
Yeah. Well, a good beginning is half done. That's what the LDC is, and I'm expecting Papers Esports having the good beginning, and I think Salty, they're trying to have a good beginning as well. They're trying to take over a round after the other into their favor. As a full buy round, it did beautifully go into the favor of Salty, but I think Deadly is trying to figure out which traps goes in where. And there you go, this goes there. And there's a timeout has been called in. Meanwhile, we do have a lot of things to talk about in the previous round. It was an SMG buy round for Papers Esports Junior, and I was not surprised Salty took away that round, and the execution was totally outstanding. Shrey, he almost got flashed, and Salty, the way they've got themselves into the side, the execution, the post plan, I think everything worked out really well for them. And I'm happy that Salty has finally gotten one round into the hands. And once again, talking about the agents, I want to put one point out. Picking up Astra and Rena is something which is really being put out nowadays. Yesterday we saw a match in which we saw a similar lineup. We saw Astra and Rena, and unfortunately I think they won the match. I think it's JMUTs who picked up an Astra and Rena, and they did not have any damaging abilities into their hands. As we move forward, let's come back to the game 2-1. And I think the Astra's Cosmic Divide will be coming in as planned. Has also went down with 55 HP left. It's going to be a fallback for the game. 5 versus 5 retake situation, and I think it will be an easy one as three stars have been placed on towards the spike, and the spike is filled with nano swarm grenades. And look at Amex, he's done his job well. He is smoked, and he's also even going to wait. What the hell did I just witness? I saw him blindly spraying through the smoke, and he absolutely managed to get a kill. As the spike has already been half defused, and there's absolutely no time left, and Blow will be taking down Glyph. But I think this is going to be the guy who's going to pretty much end things and get that round for Salty. That was a very beautiful round, and Papers Esports Junior losing a full round, they might have to, suffocate on their economy. They have to go for an eco right now.
That's true. Salty, their Cosmic Divide really worked out for them. And at the same time, there was no sorts of resistance coming in from the side of Purpose Esports Junior as well. So Salty, the way they executed towards the C side, it worked out for them. And the afterplan positioning coming in from Salty as well. Right? There was a backstab in the form of Jet as well. The game was actually coming in all the way from the middle over towards the B side and eventually towards the defender side spawn as well. So all of that really put Purpose Esports Junior in a sandwich position where they were, confused as to what exactly are they supposed to do. It was a panic with the capital K situation, and Salty, they capitalized on top of that as well. We are going to be seeing Salty once again moving in over towards the B side this time around, though, with that exact same aggression, and it's going to be nothing but the beautiful Astral Stars we put up onto us, both the links and the aggression coming in from the game as well, to put up that third round of the board. Purpose Esports Juniors didn't have a buy that round. It was just an eco. So not really surprised, but at the same time, with this round being a very, very important one for Purpose Esports Junior, I am expecting them to show a little bit more resistance on all three of these sites.
Yeah, well, I'm So I'm so glad that Pepper's Esports is actually responding very well to the Astra pick, and I'm quite surprised as well. Talking about Salty, they've been putting out a lot of aggression and aim duels, and look at Twist. He reminded me of the real Twist over there, just getting a headshot onto his shots, which is gonna give away them filthy. They're gonna get the confidence to push him down to the A-bomb site, as the lockdown is not gonna affect the player on the heaven. That is Pishe, the sneakiest player over here. Is gonna get a shot on towards the entry fragger. That is the jet being picked off, and Ro is gonna get another one through the paint shells, which pretty much is down to our 2 versus 3 situation. Chris managed to get one. Logic is quickly gonna end Glyph, and I think with that paint shell, it's going to push Twitch to go forward, as it's going to get a kill meanwhile on Twitch stream. And the moment he peeks out, it's going to be Amix with the Vandal. And now I'm pretty sure that Twitch, he must know the positions of both of the players, and I think he's being open to the CD, and there you go. MX misses the first one, but definitely connects the second one. And here we are. 3-3, the scores have been equalized, and I'm happy that Pepper's Esports, they're learning the game and they're evolving through the rounds itself.
That's true. Purpose Esports Junior, thank God they did not give that individual one-on-one to the Reina. I mean, in the Empress from, you really don't want to do that. So Purpose Esports Junior, they patiently waited, and they got that result in as well, that specific round. Amox and I guess that was Vlau, right? Vlau and Amox in a 2 versus 1 situation against the Empress Reina. Beautiful stuff. Amox, nice little peek, and the timing play was good for Purpose Esports Junior. Now Salty, right? They did not actually do anything wrong over towards the A side in that last previous round, but at the same time, there was a little bit of a disjointment in that execute. I did see, the Reina trying to not enter over towards his side. She was just trying to watch out for the flank for some reason. Now, not really sure why, but yeah, there was a little bit of a disjointment in that specific execute coming in from Salty. Now, little do they know that there is one player towards the under tower's position. That is going to be Deadly. Now, Deadly, the Sentinel, is going to get taken down. It's going to be the weak. What? The game, despite absolutely everything being tried in that specific position, right? In order to just get out of that Hunter's Fury radius, he uses both of his updrafts. He tries to just dash out, but nope, nothing's going to work out. And it's going to be the end of Hunter's Fury to come in from the side of Salty as well. Levy did try to go ahead and get that quick scope in, but nope. Not going to result into anything, and it's going to be resulting into a 4th round of the board for Salty now. 4-3 as Purpose Esports Junior. Have got themselves 3 ultimates ready, so maybe they might try and eke out a buy. No, I don't think so they can. They absolutely can't. If they can try and eke out a buy, right? The Jet, that is Levi, can play on his blades. He can drop in a weapon as well to one of the players. But at the same time, they actually should not take that risk, in my opinion. It's okay to put the 5th round of the board for Salty and not make an economic fall as well for Purpose Esports Junior. It's better they go in for a proper eco and then come in with a full buy. Levi definitely is going to be using up the blade storms, and I guess he's just going to pass in through the Astral's Cosmic Divide. The Pixel's going out and getting himself that frag as well. He's going to try and put down that spike. Unfortunately, the ultimate coming in from Lau did not give him a frag, but his boombot definitely did it. Down to 2 versus 3 for Purpose Esports Junior. Like, what do you think?
1 enemy remaining.
Well, I definitely think that it is not an easy round for Purpose Esports Junior, as they went for an eco, and I think Cypher is being bullied at his best over here. Lupu is going to be taking down Deadly 10, and that's 5th round on board for Salty. My bad, I just keep saying NACLY. I shouldn't be doing that. Guys, I'll just give you a hint of why it's seen as NACLY, but it's not named as NACLY. It's actually Salty. So NaCl is the chemical name for salt, and why they've added Y, and that means Salty. That's the reason the entire name came out. I got to know this in qualifier number 1. I was so eager to know what was the reason behind it, and I think it was the team manager who told me. But yeah, I'm happy to see such innovative names. Well, gamers are not only just good in the game, they're good at even finding innovative names. Well, putting that fact aside, coming back, I think Quality, they did definitely realize one fact that A-bomb side execution is working out for them again and again, and if it would get stuck in the Cypher trap, it's going to be a mess. Well, good thing that he actually took down it. As Blue, I think, is trying to push towards the CD, but once the smoke goes away, it's all in the hands of the Reina. But on the other hand, it's going to be the game coming forward, gets himself a double, already pushed towards the CD, and that's the final kill coming in the favor. That's Deadly 10 going down 3-6. Salty is looking very strong in the attacker side now. Although we have just 3 rounds left over towards the second half, I think looking at the economy, I'm not really having a good vibes right now because Purpose Esports, they have been doing proper ecos, but they need to concentrate more on getting those exit frags so that they also get rewarded for the kill and as well as, do a little damage for the economy of Salty. I have been seeing absolutely no exit kills from Purpose Esports, but so far whatever the game they've been executing, it is working quite well. Not that bad, I would say, though. Well, I thought Amex would go for a knife for a second, but he just realized that let's just get the kill done. I don't want a knife. Oh my god, Loopy is being very, 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 very bad about killing the game. So he's gonna go ahead and grab himself a double and he's gonna fall back down to his A-bomb side. I don't know how hard is it for Purpose Esports Junior to predict out one fact that Salt keeps coming down to the A-bomb side. That one small fact, because it's been working for them continuously. And there you go, Twist is gonna grab himself a double and maybe a triple through the smoke, but I think he's not gonna do it. If there's only one person who can get the kill, and I'm pretty sure that's Twist. Grabs himself a triple, 7th round on board for Salty, and this is pretty much the last chance that Purpose Esports Junior have got to make that comeback happen. 7-5 is also not a bad score in the first half.
I mean, see, Purpose Esports Junior, right? All they have to do is grab themselves a couple more runs, that is 2 more, whatever they have got left. And if they can just try and do that, then maybe they are pretty much set for their attack as well. Even as an attacker side of map, and I'm not surprised Salty are going full bam on this attack side of Haven as well. Now, to be honest, their duelists are doing quite a job right there, right? It's like a piece of art coming in from them as well. The way they have pushed into the sides and they've managed to grab themselves multi-kills every single round. And see, once again, it's going to be the game to move in over towards the A-Lings, but he kind of messed up. Shouldn't have gone in for something like that. I mean, yeah, the push onto the side, fine. But then further pushing it over towards the A-Lings might come bite back in his butts as well. And that's exactly what happened. Now, Pixels and Glyph left out in a 2 versus 3 situation. Pixels has found himself the control over towards the A-Lings, and I guess if Glyph can just find himself another kill, it could mean a lot for Pixels as well, as he is all alone moving in over towards the A side. With Glyph trying to move in from the defender side of spawn, all Pixels has to do is buy him some time. If Pixels can just stay alive for a little bit more, 40 seconds on the clock, by the way. Pixels has got himself the spike as well, so chill down. It's all good. If Glyph can try and get the frag on towards Deadly, then that is going to be amazing, but nope, not going to happen. Deadly was watching for his flank, and at the same time, there is the Omen as well, right? Amox. He's watching out for Glyph around the C side as well as the B side as well. It all comes out of Pixels, and I guess Purpose Esports Junior have got no freaking idea where Pixels is, but at the same time, Pixels just showed himself up into the camera being put up by Deadly. Now, ooh, okay, both of them with their guns out, Amox as well as Pixels. Well, they're trying to go ahead and get that duel as well, and it's going to be Amox to find that frag on towards Pixels, because with no time left, Pixels only had one option left, to go in for the plant and try and get these individual one-on-ones. And it's going to be Amox to capitalize on top of that disadvantage that Pixels had as well. So 7-4 is Salty. They're not going to be able to get that 8th round of the board, but at the same time, really happy with Purpose Esports Junior. They did get themselves a 4th round of the board, and maybe they're in to get themselves a 5th as well. Now, it's going to be up to how Salty are going to approach this final round of the half as well. Are they once again going to eventually bring it down to the A side, or are they going to try and move it over towards C or even B?
Well, I think They'll be moving forward towards the A bomb side. Looks like A has been working out quite well for them, and pulling out those frags has been very easy. Checking each and every corner in the A bomb side has been successful for them so far. And I think it's the game for the Jet, but I think that's not gonna happen as Blue. He's just put an instant headshot, but Twitch on the other hand, he went for an early rotation already. He came down through the shot. Was gonna push ahead to the side, gets himself a kill, and that is gonna pretty much clear the side. And as the spike will be going down, Peppers Esports absolutely left with only 2 players. I don't think there's much they can do, but also for a fact, I know that Amex and Deadly10, both of them, they have the potential to make this clutch run. But I think with KJ's ultimate coming down, that's not gonna happen, as Amex, while he was trying to take down the turret, is gonna lose the round. Or Deadly10, he was so close over there, and I think he's going to get spotted by Glyph, and there that was smooth as,
switching sides.
I mean, I wouldn't compare it to anything, but yeah, that was a smooth
Butter,
round.
cheese.
Yeah, smooth as butter, cheese, and a lot of things. And Peppers Esports Junior. That was not a bad first half, I would say. 4-8. You know, there are a lot epic comebacks that we've seen through this entire Esports Premier Series qualifier number 1 as well. We saw one insane comeback coming in from Peppers Esports itself. From what, like 9-2, 10-2 to 13-11, and they've gained the victory. And I think that was that one moment where Peppers Esports completely stood out in the spotlight for me. And I'm pretty sure that Peppers Esports Juniors, they're also looking to do something similar like that. And with the name, with the communications they have, with the time, one of the important factors is they have been playing together for a long time, and I'm sure that Peppers Esports Juniors, they will be starting out at this point. And let's have a look at Salty's positioning as well. Salty, they're trying to have a double agent in C side and as well as in A bomb side. There's only one player that is lurking, so that's actually moving from garage to the B bomb side. That is the Reina. And I think Twist, he will be able to pull out some frags if Deadly10 gives out any absolute minute sound. And I also remember for the fact when we had the first pistol round, I remember Peppers Esports, they were spraying through the smokes, and they actually managed to secure some good kills, and Twist is trying to do something similar over here. But I think that's not going to happen, as it's going to be Salty's team defending the C-bomb side, and the push will come through. Levy gets himself a single, but the game is going to change the game as he gets one, and Loopy for the back and gets himself a double. And with down to 20 HP, I think he might be doing something really good for the team. And Loopy, he hasn't lost a bit of his health, taking down 2 players, and is still standing tall. He has a shotgun which he can use, and I think that's pretty much going to make a lot of damage. And there you go, this is a head kill. Shay has also been picked off. 3 kills for Loopy in the pistol. And that's 9th round on board for Salty, and looks like Peppers Esports Junior, they're not really having a good time right now.
Yeah, they definitely are having a bad day, and I guess, it all works out in the favor of Salty as well. They're very happy with the performance they've been putting up. Like, the immediate rotation that came in from Salty as well. It was very impressive, and to see all of those over-rotations being made by Salty, and at the same time, watching out for the flanks as well. Like, Deadly tried to sneak in from the backlines, but nope. There was an instant no coming in from Salty as well, saying that, hey, you can't do that. We know all your tricks, man. And that is something that quite impressed me as well, coming in from the side of Salty. Impressive gameplay coming in from them is, Peppers Esports Junior. They're trying absolutely everything they can. Right now, it is going to be Levy to go ahead and get the frag on towards Pixels. And I guess the Sova, that is Shrey, is going to get tagged down by his nemesis, Mr. Loopy. And Loopy is going to go in for a white peak. Interesting. Quite ballsy, I would say, but yeah, definitely interesting. Because sometimes you never know what exactly the other player is going to have as well. And with that Spectre, that long range fight that he took as well, quite worked out for him. The game, on the other hand, being so critically low, still going in for that repeak, man, Salty are next level confident today.
Yeah, that is true. And look at Peppers Esports. The game right now is so, this guy is so fragile, but he managed to get himself a double and maybe the triple, but I think Twist is going to get the job done. And Peppers Esports Junior losing the force by round. Oh, they actually They actually pretty much made the difference, and I think Salty, they have been doing pretty good. And talking about the game, him picking up a Marshall in the first round, to be honest, none of the players are really, they don't really pick up the Marshall in the first round because they know that if the opponent teams goes ahead and pick up the first fight, it's going to be hard for you to fight against fight with a Marshall. But I think the game he has pretty much done the job. And right now it's going to be a full buy round coming in from Purpose Esports as they will be sneaking in towards the A-bomb site. They haven't been made their progress yet, but I'm pretty sure they will be eventually. And if the race gets to get that pick, it's going to be a hard one as Cliff gets it one dig and gets immediately traded off by Deadly 10. So that's a beautiful trade, and I think AMX is not really being invitable about Wiz, and it's going to take him down as the game is still holding the match. He gets a kill, gets traded, it's okay. But Loopy, this man, is still in the game, gets himself a double, and that's a 1 versus 1 situation with Shrey. He absolutely was not tensed about it because he knew the positioning. He knew that the opponent was not at all looking to that side of the angle, and there is going to go ahead and pick up that kill. That's 5th round for Purpose Esports Junior. Well, winning out that full buy round was a very important responsibility for them, because if they lost that one, then their economy would go into the garbage, and I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't be able to afford more and more investment into the economy, and that would have already been given away for 11th round for Salty.
That's true, and the operator right now being pulled out by the game as well. Maybe he's just gonna get himself a frag. There goes Shrey, and he has to dash out in order to get himself one more kill. Unfortunately, not going to be able to ready himself for that aggressive updraft coming in from Levi as well. With Levi getting taken down, Vlao's going to go down following him as well. Twist is going to chime in towards the seaside, and I'm not surprised. Salty, they have been putting in all of these rotational plays as well, right? And surprisingly, Purpose Esports Junior, they're just not able to capitalize on top of this this over rotation coming in from Salty. What they can try and do is pull off some fakes, but at the same time, we are not seeing anything from Purpose Esports Junior like that. With Glyph trying to hold on over towards the A side. The B side is all up for taking, by the way. But I guess Purpose Esports Junior, they just want to force the issue. They just want to move into the C side again and again and again. The spike is in the hands of Salty, and it's going to be down to Amox in a 1 versus 3 situation. Look at the backstab coming in from Amox. That's right. The backstab coming in from Amox might just work out for him. Does gift him a frag, but nothing more than that, as Twist is going to get himself a triple, and the man has been popping off the entire game.
Well, that was a nice try, though. I would say MX, you did a good job. You should pretty much, focus more on taking each and every angle over there. But I think Levy, he could have gotten that kill against the game. He knew the updraft was coming. He knew the blades were out. All he had to do was pull out a pistol or, scope that to a little wider angle so that he can see enemy even if he's flying in the sky. But not a problem for them, as Purpose Esports Junior will be losing another round, and Salty with 11th round on their board and Shrey getting the first pick on towards the game, which makes me think that Purpose Esports might be winning this round with one round, with one player advantage on the one side, and on the other side, we can also see that Shrey is tagged into low HP, so I think it's not going to be a. As I said, there you go, Loopy. It's not a big job for him to take down Shrey, as he was tagged down low HP, but Levi, he is making some statements over here. He's going to take down Reyna with a beautiful martial art shot. On the other hand, Loopy is making the difference as well. He's going to take down Amex. That's down to a 2 vs 3 situation for Purpose Esports Junior. They have the spike in their hands, and they have a strong guard, but I don't think Pixels is going to peek out. Easy going to peek out. You have one player already coming in from the window. Taking one play is not enough, but I think Pixels will be coming in with the backup at the right time, which puts us Salty for the match point over here.
That's right, match point for Salty, 12 to 5. Purpose Esports Junior not really able to perform on the map of Haven. I'm not really sure what happened over there, but at the same time, the attack, it quite isn't there. The offense isn't enough, and I guess Salty, props to them, man, both on their attack as well as their defense. They're looking pretty damn strong, and they have come prepared as well against Purpose Esports Junior. Now, Purpose Esports Junior, even though their journey might end here in round of 16, I'm hoping that they are gonna, keep on evolving and improving themselves so that they can come back stronger in the third qualifier as well. Right now, it's gonna be Purple Esports Junior to be waiting for the push coming in from the side of Salty. And what the hell did the game just do? Just changed up the entire game over there towards the windows. As I'm not really sure what Purple Esports Junior did over there. It should have got that frag on towards the game, but he just gets himself a double and neutralizes the man advantage all by himself. It's going to be all down to Glyph, who is the sole defender towards the A side. He's going to be blind as a bat and is going to get taken down by Levi. So good utility usage once again over there, coming in from the side of Purple Esports Junior. And a kill to capitalize on top of that as well. Down to a 2 versus 3 for Team Salty. Bringing it down to a 2 versus 2 by Pixels. I guess Levi is going to be holding closely towards the short position as Lau is going to play the long range as well. He's going to get taken down by that incredible shot dot being put up by Loopy. In a 1 versus 1, I'm going to be rooting for Pixels here because he does have that advantage. And I guess I'm not going to be wrong. It's going to be Salty to walk away with the victory here, guys. 13-5. An absolutely amazing show. And Purple Esports Junior, I bid you farewell from qualifier number 2.
Yeah. As I pretty much said out earlier before the game started, I knew the fact that Salty was one of the stronger team compared to Purple Esports Junior. But I think Purple Esports Junior, they have improved compared to what they could be. And it's their first time playing in the Esportz Premier Series and they already made it to the round of 16. So I think making it down to round of 16 is a tough job. And you guys as a junior team, you made it. So don't be going hard on yourselves. It's okay. You can take some rest and get yourselves all braced up and prepared for the qualifier number 3. So don't worry, guys. You still have 2 more chances to prove yourselves and maybe get that spot at the LAN finale. And talking about Salty, on the other hand, wow, what a game today! I saw different lineups, different agents. As I told you, the reason why I'm one of the biggest fan for Salty is that they keep changing the agents. They want the game in their hands. They want the agents also, put into the right hands. And I guess putting out that Astra into Pixel's hand, it not only gave the strong momentum, the way he placed out all his stars, the way he outplayed his opponent, that was very beautiful. And Twist, picking up that Reina, I was doubting on him for a second, but I think he has made the justice for the Reina. 22 kills, 11 deaths. And both of the realists have done their job in Salty's team, getting 4 face splits for both of them. That means almost 8 rounds were into the hands for the duelist coming in from Salty. And I think P.E. Shay also did a good job. He has 10 kills to his name, and so does Blow with 12. Blow, he did play a very good race, but I think he missed out on a lot of his showstoppers. A lot.
Yeah, Vlau actually had a little bit of a problem when it came to using up his ultimate as well. And I guess it all comes down to Purple Esports Junior having a bad day at work as well. Not really sure what happened over there, but Salty, hats off to them. Amazing performance. Let's take a look at the MVP as well coming in from this specific match. It's definitely going to be Twist with that incredible stat being put up on the board as well. 22 kills, 317 ACS with a KD of 2. I mean, the man earned that spot. The same can be said for the game as well. He did try his best. I mean, the game and Twist had a little bit of that competition going on between each other. But at the same time, Twist, he was just capitalizing every single opportunity he was getting. Like, he was just grabbing all of those soul orbs as well, and making sure that he stays up in this specific round whenever needed. And he put Salty in a position where they were able to get themselves 8 rounds on their attack side as well. So that all went really good in the favor of Salty, and their defense was pretty strong as well. And as Elika put it beautifully, the Astral Stars, it did give them that added advantage. And I guess Purple Esports Junior, it just simply wasn't their day. So unfortunately, can't really do anything about that. It's not in our hands. But at the same time, all the best Purple Esports Junior for your grind, and looking forward to seeing you guys in qualifier number 3 as well, with a stronger, better lineup and a better composition as well. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna put in the work as well. Whereas Team Salty, congratulations for you guys to be proceeding into round of 8 as well. You guys are going to get much tougher games now, so I hope you guys are not going to get ahead of yourselves and start celebrating early. Keep grinding and keep experimenting new lineups. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys like this in round of 8 as well. So, Elika, have you got any closing thoughts? If not, then you can go ahead and throw it to a break.
Well, not much to talk about, as it was a pretty much expected game for me, although I've seen it coming. But the only person who surprised me today was the game, even after putting himself in such difficult situations, he still managed to get so many frags. I mean, we just saw the last round where he pushed out of the window. He got pulled by the Astral Stars, and he had absolutely 3 players in front of him sprinting through him. But I think he was, what would you say? He was transparent enough that the bullet, they went through him, but it did not hurt him. And he still managed to get himself a double kill, and that was a surprising. I would say it would definitely go down in the highlights. If you got highlights, guys, if you missed a match, don't worry, you can watch it again, and we will upload the highlights of each and every match by the end of the day. For that, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's esports.n, and you are watching the Esportz Premier Series Qualifier number 2. And for more updates on the live schedule and the results of the games, you can go ahead and follow us on our Instagram. That is esports.in on Instagram. And if you guys like what we're doing, if you want to appreciate me and Nitesh doing all the talks about the game, you can follow us on our Instagram. That is our Instagram socials over there. TW and he's official Assassin47. So grab yourself a hell energy drink. Meanwhile, we'll be going on for a break. So see you guys soon.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
Well, once again, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esportz Premier Series Qualifier number 2. Powered by Energy Drink and presented to you by Josh App. And we have just got done with the first game of the day, that was Salty versus Pepsi Esports Junior. Where Salty, it was not surprising that they took over the win, but they did take over the win against Pepsi Esports Junior. But Pepsi Esports Junior, they did put up a fight. It was 5-13, and I guess they have to improve a lot in terms of the communications and the pushes, and the decision making is really important for them, because there were rounds when they were trying to push and commit to a single side. All the 5 players were trying to come through one entrance, which was easy for Salty to put a stop and stop their rush over there. And a good job from both of the teams, I would say, though, as Salty will be proceeding towards round number 8. We have another match coming up today. Interestingly, it's going to be Beyond Infinity versus TRURERIPPERS. I think it's one of the most awaited matches, and it's hard to say that Beyond Infinity versus TRURERIPPERS who might be taking away the victory. But as for the paper, I think Beyond Infinity is not the strongest team. I would say TRURERIPPERS Esports, they have a better lineup. They have been playing together for a long time now. And I've been seeing Beyond Infinity a lot of times nowadays, because I see them participating in almost every tournament, every Valorant absolute tournament I could have a look at, and they've been doing a good job. They did, defeat Broken 5 multiple times, and even Salty did also defeat Broken 5 multiple times. So a lot of common teams have been coming down in the tournament, and I'm excited for how far Beyond Infinity is going to give the tough competition for TRURERIPPERS. As we know, TRURERIPPERS, they're not really having a good time, I would say, right now. They initially, when they launched out their roster, they were one of the spotlights, but the day after the day, I think something was falling apart for the team, and I'm expecting that they all picked up their pieces and they're ready to take the fight against Beyond Infinity.
That's true. That's well said and put as well. And we're all very, very excited to see what TRURERIPPERS Esports are going to do against Beyond Infinity. Beyond Infinity in other tournaments have been absolutely making waves. And I guess TRURERIPPERS Esports, with the entire lineup bringing in some very, very interesting agents as well into their composition, I guess TRURERIPPERS Esports might have that advantage against Beyond Infinity. Beyond Infinity, I haven't, judging from their past games, of course, I haven't seen them experiment with anything new than their default lineup as well. So interestingly, the map being Ascent, TRURERIPPERS Esports bringing out some good composition against Team Beyond Infinity might result into TRURERIPPERS Esports walking away with the match as well. But at the same time, Beyond Infinity, they do have firepower. Not as equal as TRURERIPPERS Esports, of course, because TRURERIPPERS Esports have got some aim stars in their team. But at the same time, Beyond Infinity, I guess they're gonna close things out in every single round. Whether it be down to a 2 versus 2,
Yeah.
down to a 1 versus 1, I guess Beyond Infinity are definitely gonna put up a really good fight. And at the same time, TRURERIPPERS Esports, I'm rooting for them to actually win this specific match. It's just something like a prediction,
Yeah.
and I guess TRURERIPPERS Esports, they might just go ahead and win out the match against Team Beyond Infinity as well. What do you think? What are your predictions, prediction goddess?
I believe in the paper, I believe in the previous game. So, according to my research, the recent match they had in round of 32, of course, I think Beyond Infinity, they faced off against A9 Esports and they shut them down 13-3. And talking about talking about TRURERIPPERS, they had their match against Troll Team. And Troll Team was definitely a Troll Team. They were, playing for fun and they were having a really good day as well, but they still got defeated by TRURERIPPERS Esports 13-9. So I judge according to the round difference, and I think TRURERIPPERS Esports gave away way too many rounds for short gaming. That was 9-13. They still got the victory. I would say they did a good job. But when it comes down to the aggression coming in from Beyond Infinity, I think both of the teams they stand in one place when it comes down to the gun power and the way they execute and the agents, especially talking about the agents. Beyond Infinity has more versatile agent pick compared to TRURERIPPERS Esports. TRURERIPPERS Esports, they are a kind of team who like to stick to the default, who like to stick to the basics, and I think that has been one of the strong foundation for them by winning out the games. And I'm rooting for Beyond Infinity because I've run my numbers through, and I think Beyond Infinity might take an advantage against TRURERIPPERS Esports. While TRURERIPPERS Esports haven't been looking strong, winning the match is a thing, but keeping up the momentum throughout the entire game, that is one difficult task. And I don't think TRURERIPPERS Esports would be able to do that because compared to the previous games, even if they are winning out 6-0, they come down to this overconfidence level. They drop the rounds, which exactly they did against Troll Team. And Troll Team, they took the advantage of it. But unfortunately, they couldn't take it to the extent. They did take the advantage, but it did not eat over TRURERIPPERS Esports. So TRURERIPPERS Esports, I wish you guys all the best, and I hope you've grinded enough. I hope you have done your homework against Beyond Infinity just like me, because when it comes down to two interesting teams facing off each other, there is a lot to talk about, and the map is Ascent, of course, and I'm expecting an Astra pick again. This time it would be coming in from Beyond Infinity, because Beyond Infinity, I told you, they have a versatile agent pick. They keep changing their meta because they don't want the enemies to read them completely. It was difficult for me to sit out and write the agents of particular regions of Beyond Infinity, because every single tournament, every single match, they keep changing the agents, and that's the one thing I love about them. And we will be seeing the Sova, of course, in the map of Ascent as we are ready for the draft screen. And here we are. I think Beyond Infinity, they've already picked up the Sova. And we have Neve picking up the Phoenix, and Nif, of course, he is that one insane man with the jet. And we have Raxul. I think Raxul is going to go ahead and pick up Omen. Okay, no Astra pick, surprising. One Tap God is going to go ahead and pick up the Omen. TRURERIPPERS Esports. We have Relic picking up the Cypher, although we have Paradox with Jet and Crosshair with the similar lineup, not much of a difference. The only difference we can see is over here is Raze versus the Phoenix. If Nave goes ahead and picks up the Raze, that too in the defender side, it can actually be a plus point for him because he can stop the rush. And talking about TRURERIPPERS Esports, I think Master should go ahead and pick up that Phoenix, because TRURERIPPERS Esports, they're starting off with the attackers, and those flashes are going to help him a lot. But Master, he looks really confused at this point. No, he's going to stick to the Phoenix, isn't he? Yeah, there you go. I am pretty sure he would pick Phoenix, as Phoenix has better advantage on the attacker side. You need a flash operator, of course. When you have someone like Jet who can be aggressive enough, you need someone who can be stopping the aggression. That is the Phoenix.
That's true. That's true. Identical lineups coming in from both of these teams, and I guess Master is going to be that only change coming in that specific lineup as well. It's going to be Master to be playing the Phoenix, whereas Beyond Infinity are going to have a Raze instead. So, yep, not that interesting as well when it comes to the lineup. Both of these teams are sort of relying to their default pickups as well, and I guess it sometimes does come down to simplicity as well. Sometimes they just don't want to complicate things, and I completely understand their point of view as well. But especially with a map like Ascent, right? I was expecting a little bit extra. But it's completely fine. Maybe they just wanna finish out this specific match as quick as possible. Don't really wanna drag this further. Yes.
There is a reason why they went for a basic lineup, because Ascent is one of the basic maps we've got, and I think it pretty much makes it the fair game to pick up the default agents in the map of Ascent. Well, looks like Raxul is just quite confident on his aim. He's only gonna pick up Frenzy and he's gonna fall back down to the gardens. And talking about Esports, they're looking pretty aggressive on towards the gardens, as the smoke will be coming down at the aimings. And I think they've already made their way all the way from A shot to the bomb set, and Paradox is gonna be the first one picking out the Cypher. The site has been given into the hands. The bomb will go down, the spike will go down, and we have the postbound positions perfectly aligned. Well, Beyond Infinity in a 4 vs 3 situation, they can get the retake absolutely into their favor because they have a man advantage. And look at the Boombot being so naughty about it. And Relic with absolutely no HP left is going to get himself a double, as Paradox is going to get another one. That's a 1 vs 2 situation, and one tap God. Wow, he did actually put out the one tap over there, and he's going to be going for the celebration.
Actually, more than a one tap, it was actually 3 taps, and all 3 of those bullets went straight into the face of that specific player as well. It was actually a burst shot coming in from him, a jumping burst shot. And that's what's the beauty of the Classic as well, right? Up close and personal, the thing is entirely something else. I don't know. The Classic is too good a weapon in that range, and one tap God actually pulling off something like that is pretty interesting, because every single time I try and do something like that, it doesn't work out. Especially these jumping insane shots as well, right? Like a normal burst shot, yeah, agreed, works out. But jumping and getting that crosshair placement in order to work out with the burst as well, that it truly comes with experience. And one tap God, maybe he's got it all mastered up. Maybe he spends a lot of time playing with the Classic in pistol round rather than the Ghost. I myself am a Ghost guy as well, but it again comes down to which agent I'm playing as well. So if I'm playing something like Astra or even Killjoy, I primarily focus on the utilities more than the long range weapon as well. But yeah, TRURERIPPERS Esports working with that pistol round. Very, very happy with the result. Beyond Infinity, on the other hand, I'm not really sure what happened over there. They seem kind of confused as to moving in that specific retake.
Yeah, and I think once again Raxol is going to be taking he's taking a raw pick towards the mid. He's not going to find anyone. He's going to move it to the mid. As Paradox, he's already sneaked his way up towards the market. There's absolutely no player in the market, but he still managed to get that shot connected onto its nave. That is the race going down without absolutely doing nothing. As Beyond Infinity, they've already lost a player to Esports. Paradox has been tagged down to low HP, but that is not going to be a problem until Esports have the man advantage. Paradox is still waiting off. Satisfying one tap, and that was a triple kill with the Chaoston tap. I could totally write a rap about how good Paradox can actually shoot through his aim. As we can see, all the 4 men down. Beyond Infinity is just going to be left over with one player, and he's over towards his shot. And let's see if he can get a peek. That's Raxol, the first person to take a raw peek towards the side. And he's trying to look for some exit tracks, and he will not be successful in doing that. So, because one tap God is going to check each and every angle, and there you go. That's a beautiful round for TRURERIPPERS Esports. But when it comes down to the 3rd round, this is an important round for Beyond Infinity after going for an eco in the previous one. They have the economy to go for a full buy, and compared to TRURERIPPERS Esports, I think it's going to be only one man upgrading the SMG to rifle. That is the one tap God towards Phantom and half shield, which is concerning me a little bit. And Beyond Infinity won't be able to go for all the full sheets because they've upgraded pistols in the previous round. And unfortunately, losing that round will cost them a little bit, as it's going to be Master spraying through the smoke over here with a Spectre. It actually did do a lot of damage to the Beyond Infinity's jet. Well, I think that's not enough, as Raxol peak. He's already gotten that entry over towards one tap God, who has a Phantom in his hand, and there you go. Relic is immediately going to take that back away.
I'm not really sure why he goes there and tags towards the shot position as well. Why would you go ahead and do something like that? But it's okay. It's for fun. Most of the Cypher players, they do tend to do that as well. Master has to be the one to open up space for the team over towards the A side, but moving over towards the A side might not be the best of the options here for TRURERIPPERS Esports, as we already have the rotation coming in the form of the Omen as well over towards A. So it's actually a 3-man setup over towards the A side. Knife Gesture is watching towards the tree rooms or the shot position. I was going to be seeing the rest of the two players, one towards the heavens and one holding up close and personal close to his right hand side as well. That's going to be the Jet actually, and it's going to be Knife Gesture to get taken down. The trade comes in from Nef, but there is Relic to get both those kills. Relic, this guy is I don't know, man. Praises are you know, really less for the amount of work he does in terms of the frag department as well. And Relic, every single time he makes sure that his team has the advantage as well. But unfortunately, this time around though, it's going to be Ludra and Raxall Peak to try and, you know, moving together as a unit to eliminate both of these players onto the side and get the first round of the board for Beyond Infinity. So full buy round for Beyond Infinity works out in their favor. And TRURERIPPERS Esports, as I said, moving over towards the A side might not be the best of the options here. And yeah, TRURERIPPERS Esports they're gonna now realize that, hey, should have just gone B.
Yeah. I mean, TRURERIPPERS Esports, they, of course, they do realize what mistake they have done over there. And one tap core after going in for the harsh upgrade, to my surprise, Team TRURERIPPERS Esports, they still managed to go for a full buy over here. So that is something which is surprising me after winning that full buy round against Beyond Infinity. But don't worry guys, Beyond Infinity, they've got the back guys. And with the Phoenix Flash coming in, that's going to be an entry, a double kill for Nave. Quick reaction time out there is going to work them out. As Paradox, he's already made his way towards the gardens and he'll be moving towards the city. But he has to get the gun out because he doesn't know that Cypher, that Lutra is already starting over towards the city and having a look at what Paradox is doing. Hey, hello there. Doesn't matter if you're here, I'm still gonna take you down, and that's what exactly happened. As TRURERIPPERS Esports will be left down with two players, that is Relic and one tap god. I think they will be getting the plan done now at the B-bomb site after clearing out the boot house. It's a 4v2 retake, and I think it's one of the easiest one that Beyond Infinity can be doing. Was that a valid recon is my question. Maybe it is. According to me though, nobody got spotted out at that point, and the shortcuts are really working out for Puppy. As one tap god, he shouldn't have gone for an aggressive peek over there, which is going to result in the lose of the round for TRURERIPPERS Esports. That means 2 rounds for Beyond Infinity, 2 for TRURERIPPERS Esports, and I think that equal out in the scenarios.
That's right. We're going to be seeing an equalizer on the board now. Beyond Infinity, very happy with that retake. Once again, Beyond Infinity have been focusing a lot on these retakes as well. And I guess that's the true way to make it happen. Instead of, you know, fighting for the control of the site, just give the control of the site to the attackers as well. Play together as a unit for the retake. And they're very happy with the result that they've been putting up as well in the retakes. The perfect amount of teamwork along with the aggression and the aim game is always on top of Beyond Infinity. So they're very happy. TRURERIPPERS Esports, on the other hand, even though they were down to a 2 vs 4 situation, they did get the spike down, so they're gonna have some money moving on to this specific round as well. Extra 300 creds, not a bad one. We are gonna be seeing Knife Gesture getting caught in that specific trap by, and with that, his momentum is gonna be stopped. It's gonna be slowed down, and the ultimate is gonna be resulting into absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and I think Nave is just waiting to put the paint shell into its B means. As we can see, Nave, he did fail his showstopper, but I'm pretty sure he will not fail in getting the intel for his team. As TRURERIPPERS Esports has gone for an eco and all the responsibilities and the shoulders for the Jet, the Paradox, with the blades out into his hands, and I think he will get the job down anytime soon, as the aggression will be moving over towards the A-bomb side, and Crosshair is already inside the site. Infinity gets 1 and Nave gets 1. That's already 2 players down from TRURERIPPERS Esports. None of the shots from one tap guard are gonna connect. But I think this one thing which went wrong for TRURERIPPERS Esports is that if Paradox went down for the entry early, it could have been an easy one. But right now that they've got the early guns, it can be an easy one, as the showstopper, the Hunter's Fury will be coming into the play. Nif absolutely left down to 12 HP. He will be not able to do something over there. It's all down in the hands of Cypher, who will be getting tortured till his death. And there we are. That's an eco round going into the favor of TRURERIPPERS Esports, and Paradox coming down at the right time for the save. That was a nice round from TRURERIPPERS Esports. This is some kind of rounds that we talk about. It's eco for TRURERIPPERS Esports, but beyond Infinity, they gave away the site once again. This does not work every single time. The retake does not happen every single time, right? This time, TRURERIPPERS Esports, they read the movement of Beyond Infinity and they got them through under their nose.
Yeah, see, TRURERIPPERS Esports, right? They know for a fact that Beyond Infinity are playing in for the retake as well, so they did something different this time around though, and Beyond Infinity, they just patiently waited. If that Omen from the tree rooms of the gardens could have actually gone in for the peak, right? Could have actually found himself multiple kills and they could have resulted into getting the third round of the board as well. But TRURERIPPERS Esports this time around though, they are moving it over towards the B side, and they've successfully got control on the side as well. They've got themselves a bad advantage, and I guess with one tap god getting himself another one onto his Raxel Peak as Nemesis, he's looking to get the final frag as well. Now, I guess Nif, all he can try and do is save up that operator because he really badly needs it the next round. So I guess just get some exits and maybe get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to do that because one tap god is being very... I think it's being very rough about the save, so it's gonna go ahead and take out the last man standing. That is the Jet, who was trying to save an operator over there, but that's not happening. Well, Beyond Infinity, looks like they've been having a rough time right now. TRURERIPPERS Esports, they give 2, but they take double of it, and there you go. They have 4 rounds in their hands. And TRURERIPPERS Esports, I have to talk about Paradox. He has been getting those entry for the team. He has been doing a good lurking job over there.
Okay.
And I think 80% of the rounds did go into the favor of TRURERIPPERS Esports, but the lurk coming in from Paradox. I was just gonna put that operator once again in the shot, and this time he actually connects it towards Raxel. Raxel, not every single time do you get to peek the shot raw. And now that Paradox has got the entry, he's gonna slowly move back. He has no idea that Cypher has already pushed down to his teammates, and he might be actually getting taken down. There you go, lifted up, puts up, heads up, drops the hat down, but gets immediately traded by one tap god. The positions have been revealed away, but I think the guns are still not upgraded for Beyond Infinity. Although they're gonna pick up some small guns and they're gonna fall back as TRURERIPPERS Esports. They'll be moving down to his BBM side. And I think they haven't spotted anyone yet. So Infinity is gonna go ahead and take an advantage of that. It's gonna put a Sheriff shot to its master's head. Although the Hunter's Fury will be coming down, and I think this time it's gonna tag a lot of players, but I don't think that's enough, as the positions were at the wrong time. Relic gets one onto Nave, and another one. Relic, the Cypher is getting the job done over here, gets himself a double and puts the camera. Everybody knows that the last man was towards the market. That was Beyond Infinity with the Sheriff in his hand. Now, what Relic has to do, he has to put up that scope into the mid links. And I'm pretty sure he might be able to spot out the Sova over there. Oh, never mind. He's just doing even more better job. He's just trying to put a camera on towards the main. And if Infinity walks into the trap, it's not something I would actually demand you to do that. But I think Beyond Infinity, the timing. Oh, that's the worst possible timing for Relic to peek out, as one tap got coming down from the mid. And what? He will also be getting taken 2 exit frags for him. Oh, the crosshair. He did come for the trade. Wow, that was a really good round for Beyond Infinity regarding the exits.
Yeah, I mean, apart from just the exits, right? The best part is that he was not able to go ahead and secure that operator into the hands and take it forward into the specific round. If he would have managed to pick up that operator from the corpse of Relic, it would have resulted into a bad round for TRURERIPPERS Esports, because Beyond Infinity, not gonna lie, Nif is pretty damn good when it comes to putting that operator into use, and I guess it's all for the better good that Beyond Infinity we're not able to save up that operator. Of course, when it comes to speaking in terms of TRURERIPPERS Esports. But yeah, TRURERIPPERS Esports, they did finally take down the final player, so there's nothing to worry about. Paradox, with that operator, is watching over towards the A-shot position. Now, TRURERIPPERS Esports, judging from the positioning that they're holding on to as well, right? They've got 2 players over towards the B mains. They've got 2 moving in towards the A mains with the spike as well. So True Ripper Esports, I guess they are trying to sort of go in for a little bit of a fake towards B and then eventually moving it over towards the A side as well. Or maybe it could be the other way around as well. Because right now the spike along with the Omen is falling back from the A mains. Eventually the hit is going to come down towards the B side. But Paradox is just eyeing towards the A shot position. I'm not really sure if he's going to be able to get the frag on towards Knife Gesture or not. There is going to be that ultimate being used up by One Tap God, and the ultimate is just going to be a little bit, I guess. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of a fake. Oh no, never mind. He actually ulted over towards the middle position. No, he was already there. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a confusion coming in from me as well. And that's what exactly One Tap God does. Put your enemies in a position where they're going to be left scratching their heads as to what exactly is happening right now in the round. That's going to be Nif down to a 1 versus 5. Did get the frag on towards his nemesis, but ultimately gonna get taken down as well by One Tap God. So 6-2 as True Ripper Esports have got themselves 6 rounds on a defender-sided map, Tanvi. I guess Beyond Infinity, they just need to pump it up a little bit.
That is true, indeed. Well, I guess Beyond Infinity, they're not really having a good start, and I guess my predictions were wrong about True Ripper Esports. They have improved a lot now and they're going far ahead from Beyond Infinity. I guess Beyond Infinity, they are just lacking on a lot of rounds. But there's always a cost to something, and this time Beyond Infinity, they are in a big trouble, and I guess Nave is gonna get a single kill and maybe a double kill over there. That's a triple for Nave. He'll be moving forward, getting the quad, or maybe not, because Crosshair has arrived at the right time. He's going to be getting himself a double, and that was the first buy round for Beyond Infinity. The Guardian made the magic, and Paradox is going to go ahead and get that frag onto its Lidra as well, which pretty much puts us in a 2 versus 2 situation. Beyond Infinity, they still are left with an advantage. Both of the players are down to full HP. We're talking about Crosshair. He's definitely not looking into the brighter side. Paradox with the blades out, he'll be moving forward down to the B-bomb side, and I'm pretty sure the spike will be going down anytime soon. Oh, Crosshair, he can play a very wonderful post-plant position because he has 2 shock darts, 1 recon, drone, and there you go. It's going to put up the drone, it's going to spot one of the players, and it's going to put Hunt's Fury, where he might be able to take 1 player, but he was way too early. He was trying to distract as Paradox gets 1 onto Nif, and with that positioning, I don't think Raxel Peak will be able to do something because Crosshair is going to quickly change down to his Phantom and get that peak, and there you go. Beyond Infinity, a wonderful start, but I guess a sad ending to that round. Don't you think that the Nave got himself a triple? That was the best round that Beyond Infinity had it against True Ripper Esports, but they still lost it.
Yeah, Knife Gesture actually put in a lot of work, but unfortunately, no one was there to back him up. That's something that is quite disappointing from the side of Beyond Infinity as well. True Ripper Esports, on the other hand, as I said, have kicked it up a little bit, and they're right now running on maybe 80% cylinders. I know for a fact that this is not them running at full cylinders, and there's a reason for that as well, because I personally know the potential of all of these players as well. And True Ripper Esports still have a lot of their sleeves, in my opinion. And right now, this is getting really fortunate with all of these picks. Paradox is going to go ahead and take down the controller from the side of Beyond Infinity, so no smokes left out for the retakes. And on the other hand, True Ripper Esports, they are not even moving it over towards the B side, right? And Beyond Infinity, they know that. Nif is hearing out all of these plays being made over towards the A side, and right now he's just asking Beyond Infinity, his teammates from the side of Beyond Infinity, that is, hey guys, you wanna go in for this retake? You really wanna go in for this, or do you just wanna go in for the sake? Because right now it's a 4 versus 4 retake situation, and if we get a player down or something like that, then maybe we might just have to fall back.
What? It would be a total upset if they didn't go for the retake. They still have it was a 4 versus 4 situation, and they brought it down to a 1 versus 2, and I think Nif has every right to get this round in his favor, although he's fighting 2 enemies at the same time. One Tap God was down to low HP, but really came down at the right time. I mean, they had to go for the retake. They had no other choice. Even if they are safe, it's just going to be another round for True Ripper Esports. Well, Beyond Infinity, on the other hand, 8-2. things are not really looking good for them. As getting that many rounds of the attackers is going to give TRURERIPPERS Esports a strong guard against the enemies. Let's have a look at both of these ciphers. Both of them are playing the lurker roles. Lutra has 6 kills and Relic has 10 kills.
Where are you?
TRURERIPPERS Esports Relic is doing a good job. Wow. Where are you? And I guess it's going to be a quick B rush coming in from TRURERIPPERS Esports, and this time it actually might work out as he has put the blades out, but nope. That's an instant denial coming in from Master. You cannot, my dear, you cannot just go ahead and push it like that. Nothing Cypher. What? Relic gets spotted in a panic. He shoots Lutra. Lutra actually gets taken down. Oh, this is something insane that I haven't noticed in a while.
Actually, it was the other way around. Actually, both of them got
Okay.
spotted, right? Relic got trapped in the trap pile, and at the same time there was the Soa's dart onto the side, which gave away the position of Ludra.
That was funny. That was really fun to watch, though. But it's
That definitely
also
was.
hard. It's also hard for Beyond Infinity for right now because they are just they have to move mountains in order to get the victory, or at least get the comeback possible against TRURERIPPERS Esports. And TRURERIPPERS Esports have plenty of room to work with, and so does Beyond Infinity. But I think this particular map is in the charge of TRURERIPPERS Esports, as that strike the match continuously. And I'm pretty sure Beyond Infinity is having the red face at the moment. I would say more like a calm face because they're trying to secure rounds. They're trying to get a calm mindset. And this is the last round in the first half, which is an important one. And I don't think this is going to be in the favor of Beyond Infinity because 5 seconds into the round, there you go. 2 bodies have already been dropped down by Beyond Infinity.
Oh, Raxol Peak inventing a peak of his own, if I'm not wrong. Trying to go in for that dangerous peak on towards the operator, and I guess he's going to win out that fight as well, but does get immediately traded out. Down to a 2 vs 2 situation, TRURERIPPERS Esports. They're going to be in a bit of a trouble if Infinity goes ahead and connects that Hunter's Fury onto the planter as well. Fortunately, TRURERIPPERS Esports, they are not planting at the default spot, and Infinity is going to be missing out that Hunter's Fury as well. Which puts Beyond Infinity in a situation where they're going to be left scratching their heads as to what exactly they're supposed to do. They have to wait for the recon, but never mind. The recon is going to fail, and I guess with that, the hopes and dreams of Beyond Infinity, they're gonna go down as well. Because TRURERIPPERS Esports, they have it. They absolutely have the 10th round of the board for sure. But no, hold on a second. Infinity might just be able to get himself both the kills. And it is going to be Beyond Infinity to go ahead and put that 3rd round of the board. My bad. TRURERIPPERS Esports. Ooh, looks like they celebrated a little bit too early. And Beyond Infinity, it was the sheer individual brilliance coming in from Infinity as well to push up towards the A mains and find both of these players in a situation where they both were doing, I don't know what. Like, I guess the Soul was trying to fall back, and I guess Relic was just caught off guard over there with his knife out.
I mean, Relic, he has his ways. He has his, he has his method to the madness. I would say, if there is one player who I truly look out for in TRURERIPPERS Esports, that is Relic. He has such a calm mind. Oh, talking about the devil, here he comes. It's going to be the Infinity versus Paradox. Actually, wait, it changed it from Relic to Paradox. While I was talking a lot about Relic, I think the production team was in the dilemma over there. Well, Paradox is standing tall with 15 kills, and we have the IGL, we have the Sova with 11 kills coming in from Beyond Infinity. And that IGL top fragging is not something surprising for me, but I think Infinity is swiffing a lot of his shots today, but I think he's connecting them down at the right time. 9-3, this pistol round is a very important round for Beyond Infinity because this is the round which is going to pretty much judge the way how things are going to work for TRURERIPPERS Esports.
That's true. TRURERIPPERS Esports, more than them, I guess Beyond Infinity, it's a very important pistol round for them as well, right? So TRURERIPPERS Esports, right now, even if they go ahead and lose out the pistol, I won't be surprised. Because Beyond Infinity, especially Infinity from their team as well, right? He's been putting up quite a lot in terms of gathering intel, leading the charge as well for the team. Well, look at this. It all just comes down to these fights that TRURERIPPERS Esports take, right? Beyond Infinity, they actually are not able to challenge these aim stars coming in from the side of TRURERIPPERS Esports. And once again, it's gonna be the guy who put an end to the pistol round of the first half in style. That is One Tap God with his Prime Classic to go ahead and get himself that kill as well. Once again, a burst shot if I'm not wrong, but whatever it was classic.
Yep. Well, as an owner of a classic, Prime Classic by myself, I think Prime Classic, it's magic. It doesn't work sometimes.
I love the Prime
when
Classic.
It does,
It's my favorite classic skin.
yeah.
Yet
Well,
yet Riot yet Riot are not giving me any chance to buy that skin as well.
I think Riot should actually disable that, the store thing, and they should put up a legit valid store so that people can buy whatever skin they want whenever they want. And looks like here is being very aggressive over towards the beam and gets himself a double, and that means TRURERIPPERS Esports. The first buy for Beyond Infinity is working, and TRURERIPPERS Esports should be in a big trouble right now. What is it? A picture moment for Cypher? I see a lot of Cyphers do this. A lot of Cyphers, when the round ends or when the round starts, they pick up the camera and they just look at themselves, they click pictures, they're having fun. So, it should, the games, it should definitely add to the fun as well. While Crosshair, on the other hand, is trying to get this clutch done for his team in a 1v4, breaks down one man, but he still has 3 more to go, and I think with the Prime... definitely sure the Pain Chill is going to bring him down to 41 HP and is going to put the recon. But I think it's too late for him to realize that Ludra is already standing way too close. Well, why need a backstab when you have Ludra in your team?
Yeah, that's true. I was just about to say backstab, surprise, surprise. But yeah, it was actually Ludra who was a bit more enthusiastic to get that kill, I would say. TRURERIPPERS Esports, they definitely are going to be losing out to a force bot Beyond Infinity, by the way. And Beyond Infinity, the desperation was definitely seen in that specific buy that they brought in as well in that specific round. They force bought that round because they know that they don't have the buy. They don't have the rounds in their advantage. TRURERIPPERS Esports have got themselves 10 rounds, so in order to at least get something and put TRURERIPPERS Esports in a position where they are going to be like, wait, hold on a second. They're not going to pull out a buy. They're not going to do that. But surprise again. They are going to do that. And Beyond Infinity this time around, though, they're going to move in over towards the A side. It is going to be the paranoia coming in from Raxel Peak as well, which is going to be putting One Tap God in a position where he's not going to be able to do anything. Paradox, on the other hand, is just dancing back and forth behind the default boxes, trying to get himself a frag. He does get one, but immediately going to be traded off as well. And with that, Beyond Infinity are going to get control of the A side. And TRURERIPPERS Esports are going to go in for this 2 versus 4 retake. Making it 2 versus 3. Master, amazing pick on towards Infinity, but I guess he's just going to save up that Forsaken Vandal.
And wow.
Never mind. He's going to throw it away. Nice.
Master.
Yeah, and actually, that's a good thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, it reminded me of something. Jo mera nahi, wo tera bhi nahi.
Oh.
He knew the fact that he's 11 HP. He's not going to use the the curve ball to heal himself. So he's just going to go ahead and throw the Vandal outside the map, and he's going to say, "Jo mera nahi ho sakta, wo tumhara bhi nahi ban sakta hai kabhi." And there you go, a grand entrance for Master. But I think that was way too early for him to go down, as they was going to take him down. Well, he was thinking to break the wall, but then he sees the wall coming up, so he's like, okay.
But yeah, to be honest, it could have gone both ways, right, for Master as well. What he thought as a professional player is that, see, that makes sense as well. His judgment makes sense, because if I would have been in that position, I would have done the same as well. Just throw away that Vandal, because Beyond Infinity, they've got themselves 3 or 4 players out there, and they know for a fact that a Vandal has been dropped towards the mid links, and maybe Master is going to go ahead and save it. So why don't we go ahead for the hunt? And Master, he just thought that, hey, they're going to come in for the hunt and they're going to take back the Vandal. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out of the map. And that is the right thing to do, but at the same time, I'm surprised to see Beyond Infinity not going in for the hunt. That is something that I did not see coming. I thought that they're going to go in for the hunt, but they did not. That's funny.
That's an interesting choice to make as well. Maybe they just didn't want to go ahead and destroy their economy while they were in the hurry to destroy the TRURERIPPERS economy. Yeah, 10-5 looks like the timer has been paused, and Beyond Infinity is looking good with the 5 points, and Esports with a 5-point lead as well. Beyond Infinity, they won't take a longer time to get this comeback happen. Well, on the other hand, Esports, they are right now currently going in for a 4 spy right there with an operator, a phantom, actually a double phantom setup and a vandal. I'm pretty sure Crosshair will be picking up something similar as well. Or maybe he'll be going in for he'll be also going in for Vandal Bike because he has the Fred Clear credits. He can go ahead and do that. As Relic is enjoying his meantime of the pause, is gonna go ahead, roam in the server. He's gonna get the traps done, and here we are with what? It's going to be 7 rounds for Beyond Infinity if they want to win against TRURERIPPERS Esports, but all TRURERIPPERS Esports needs is just 2 rounds. They need only 2 rounds to get the match point and maybe quickly close this match.
So right now, with the match being paused as well, that's definitely gonna hurt Beyond Infinity and their momentum, in my opinion. Can we know who exactly called out the pause? Production?
It's Beyond Infinity.
Let us know about that.
It's Beyond Infinity.
It's Beyond Infinity? Interesting. Beyond Infinity going ahead and calling out a tactical pause for themselves in a situation where they have the momentum going on for themselves. Might come biting them back, but let's hope it doesn't though. TRURERIPPERS Esports, it might have given them some time as well for a little bit of a breather and eventually trying to put up that 11th round on the board. Right now, Beyond Infinity, they are screaming that they are moving it over towards the A side with all of that facilities being used over towards A. And the visual representation of 2 players towards the A mains in front of Paradox's scope.
Well, look at Paradox. He's being so confident. He doesn't even care about the shark dart. He's going to go ahead and give an aggressive peek out in the A mains. And I think there can be a rotation or maybe not. They're going in for a hard commit. Well, there are 4 players at the A-bomb side and only 1 on the B, that is the Relic, as the rotation has called in. I think Paradox and Sova, both of them are trying to slowly go for the rotation. But Sova, in turn, he managed to stay at the A-bomb side where all the 5 players of Beyond Infinity will be going in for the commitment. The smokes have arrived and Nave is going to put down that paint chill onto his Evan Rudra gets 1 onto tap guard but gets immediately traded by Crosshair. On the other hand, a lot of players' position have been revealed. Nif is going to take down Paradox and Pretty gets Master. Raxel gets Crosshair, and that means TRURERIPPERS was absolutely let Beyond Infinity walk into the map side. On the other hand, Relic does a good job. He get himself a frag, but I don't think he has the HP to get the clutch done. Without even getting their plan down, Beyond Infinity took the round to themselves in a beautiful manner, and I think the timeout, it really worked out for Beyond Infinity.
That's true. Beyond Infinity, everything's working out in their favor, and I guess it's actually time for them to make the comeback as well. Very happy with the performance they've been putting up on their attack, by the way. They are looking quite confident right now. I guess it was just that little bit of a conversation that they needed to have as well in order to fix things up between themselves. TRURERIPPERS Esports now have to go in for an equal, if I'm not wrong, and Paradox is going to be playing on his blades.
Yeah. I mean, after losing that round, the economy is quite rough for them, and the Master is at 1 HP. He can quickly heal himself, though, with the Molotov and the curve. The hot hands, everything will come into an ease, and Paradox just spotted out the Cypher and is going to give that beautiful blade out of the body, and then Relic gets another one, but the immediate trade has been called in by the Infinity. It's 3 vs 4 situation, and eco round for TRURERIPPERS Esports, yet they still stand tall with the advantage of a man. And Crosshair is being very confident. If Master gets a gun, and trust me, the round will go into the favor of TRURERIPPERS Esports, but I don't even think he needs a better gun to get the round for his team. He's gonna go out and put a beautiful Sheriff 1 tap and is waiting Nif to show up. And the other hand, Nif is trying to get to the B-bomb side through the face lane. And Master has been spoked off at a very bad angle, and I think Master, he can use his run it back to a good use. In a 2 vs 3 situation, TRURERIPPERS Esports, they still have the man advantage, and look at Crosshair. Is going to put the recon, and the jet comes out at the right time and is going to take down Crosshair. The sneaky as Snake, and there you go. Double kill for Nif. It's all left in the hands of a one-tap god in a 1 versus 2 situation. A lot of hopes have been put onto this guy, and I think him walking through the smoke is going to be a bad choice, as it's going to be the Omen who will be getting taken down. Raxel Peak has been immediately taken out, and Nif is going to clean and wipe out TRURERIPPERS Esports. A triple kill for him, and Beyond Infinity 7th round on board for them. I think the comeback is getting real, Nitish.
That's right, Beyond Infinity is definitely on a roll, and I guess TRURERIPPERS Esports, with them getting the opportunity to buy this specific round as well, right? With Paradox back on the operator, maybe we might see something different happening this round. But yeah, Beyond Infinity, I'll be glad if they go ahead and, you know, keep on going up with the momentum. Tie things up on the scoreboard and maybe drag this game to an overtime as well, because we haven't yet seen an overtime on stream.
Yeah. And one of the other important factors I'm looking over here is regarding Beyond Infinity getting the comeback possible or not. Because TRURERIPPERS Esports, they have been doing well so far. They still have a 3-point lead, but I don't think the momentum is going to stay the same. As I've been talking about a lot of the momentum, TRURERIPPERS Esports, I told you before the match began, the TRURERIPPERS Esports are one team who cannot keep the momentum going on for a longer time. They have their highs and lows, and I think Nave is definitely going to use advantage of it, but I think Crosshair has quick reaction time. He's going to get a kill, and then he's going to move forward. Oh, there goes Jet. I really love the way how she escaped through Crosses.
I know exactly.
So right now it's going to be Crosshair to be you know, spamming his entire magazine over towards the Marcus position, and one tap god to be holding towards the back at the side as well, over towards the boathouse position. He's going to try and take down Ludra as well, and that is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to take the frag on towards Ludra, and with that it's going to be all down to Mr. Raxol peak in a 1 versus 3 situation. Crosshead does get the frag on towards Nif, by the way. And Nif has been a little bit too aggressive over towards the defender side of spawn, and that resulted into his death as well. Down to Raxol peak in a 1 versus 3. As I said, the man has got nothing to do. The spike is dropped onto the site, and with 10 seconds left on the clock, all he can do is save or maybe get some frags here and there. So the 11th round of the board is definitely confirmed for TRURERIPPERS Esports, and Beyond Infinity, they still have the money to go in for the buy, as if I'm not wrong. Master is going to check the corner and maybe get the frag. Nah, not happening. Crosshair is definitely going to secure that operator for Paradox. So overall, everything works out in the favor of TRURERIPPERS Esports, and there's going to be a timeout being called in by Beyond Infinity.
Yeah, I mean the timeout was necessary for Beyond Infinity after losing that round, because they knew for a fact that TRURERIPPERS Esports is just a round away from getting the match point. And let's have a look at the top fraggers from both of the teams. We have Nif versus Paradox. Paradox standing down with 18 kills, 14 deaths, and Nif with 12 kills, 15 deaths. As Beyond Infinity is on is a tech timeout. I do have some things to talk about Beyond Infinity. They are good with their aim. They have gotten 7 rounds against TRURERIPPERS Esports, and they still have the match left to their hands. They can still make the comeback happen. They can still make the wonders happen. But TRURERIPPERS Esports, they'll be farming in for this one round, Nitish. Because if they get this round, the 12th round, it's going to be a match point. And compared to the economy right now, what TRURERIPPERS Esports have, if they lose this round, they will have to go for an eco, which is going to give 2 rounds for Beyond Infinity. That is the 8th and the 9th one as well.
True that. If TRURERIPPERS Esports go ahead and use up their utilities as well in this specific round, utilities as in definitely their ultimates and the combo plays that have been coming up with Paradox as well as the Omen, right? That coordination, it truly works out for TRURERIPPERS Esports. And Paradox definitely is going to be forced out of the position that he was holding on to, but maybe it might get him a kill later on eventually. Right freaking now. But yeah, look at the boom bot. There you go. He has to dash out, and he's going to do that perfectly. Thank God it didn't dash into the wall though. Otherwise he would have been stuck in that position. The smoke is not the best one out there coming in from the side of Beyond Infinity. It's definitely going to result Paradox in a kill, but nah, not going to happen. Paradox, should have been a little bit too careful with your positioning, but at the same time, I guess there is the Sova as well. That is Crosshair waiting towards the gardens in order to get a frag after the Jet just dashed past him. One tap god on the other hand has been putting it putting in quite some work from the Heavens position. Gets himself a double. Brings it down to a 2 versus 2. With Master having his curveballs ready. He's going to throw one in order to force these players into their hiding holes. Whereas the lurk can come in from Relic as well. Can't really say it, can't really call it a lurk, but at the same time, he is coming in from the short position. Nif and Infinity, they both are going to take individual one-on-ones. Not bad. I was actually expecting both of them to first engage the player over towards the Heavens and then focus on to the other player. But I guess they knew where exactly both of them are coming in from. So they took individual one-on-ones and they were confident with that.
This goes here.
And I guess I saw the future coming through, and that is definitely going to happen like what I expected it to be. Beyond Infinity taking the 8th, and they'll be getting the 9th round as well. Because the economy for TRURERIPPERS Esports is not going to stay the same. They'll be going in for upgraded pistols like Sheriffs, Frenzies, and they'll be going in for aggressive peaks like Paradox, but I think they'll be end up getting a double headshot through Infinity and Nave. Oh, I think this might be the quickest round I have ever seen because it's all down to the one man standing down. TRURERIPPERS, and there you go, he gets taken down by Luthra. That was smooth as butter, and team Beyond Infinity is gonna put end to TRURERIPPERS. And that's 9-11. We still have 2 rounds for TRURERIPPERS Esports. They still have a 2-point lead, and all they need is just one more round to get the match point. And Beyond Infinity, they're taking it way too far. They're taking it too hard on themselves that they're making a neck-to-neck competition at this point.
Yes, this should do.
Right now, Beyond Infinity putting up the 9th round of the board for themselves. I guess they are in for double digits as well. I don't know. Kind of see it coming, but yeah, it's gonna be down to how exactly TRURERIPPERS Esports are gonna evolve as well. Beyond Infinity have got themselves 3 ultimates ready, by the way. It's gonna be Knives Gesture on the ult. We've got Nif on the ult as well. And the Sova's Hunter Fury, the Hunter's Fury most probably should be used in an after plant situation. So yeah. Right now, Nif is gonna go in for the peek, and wow, Paradox. Quick as lightning, gets that frag on towards Nif, and he immediately dashes out of that specific spot as well. Right now, TRURERIPPERS Esports, with that man advantage secured, I don't think so they should peek in any further. They should not aggressively peek in anywhere. Knight Gesture, on the other hand, just sneaked in towards the gardens, and let's hope that he's gonna be able to get himself a frag before falling down. But I guess he's unlucky this specific round, as Paradox knew exactly what he was trying to do as well. Luthra still sort of roaming around over towards the mid courtyards. But I guess he's gonna eventually move in over towards the short position in the 3 rooms as well. One Tap God does find an aggressive Infinity over towards the Rafters position, and I guess One Tap God just missed Luthra as he just passed on towards the site from the 3 rooms as well. Just crossed over towards the other side. 20 seconds, and the spike is dropped towards the Rafters as well, right? That's gonna eat a lot of time for Beyond Infinity to recover the spike and move into the side as well for the plant. There's gonna be One Tap God to go ahead and destroy the door, and I guess Luthra is just gonna try and bait out both of these players. But at the same time, look at the Hunter's Fury being pulled out by Crosshair. You know what's funny? It's not the Hunter's Fury that actually got the kill, it's One Tap God and his brilliance that got both the kills as well. That's gonna be the match point coming in from TRURERIPPERS Esports, and as I said, Beyond Infinity, it's gonna be down to how exactly TRURERIPPERS Esports evolves as well, and they evolved in a better way.
Yeah, that's true. And TRURERIPPERS Esports looks like they have come back, and they've given quite a good round for Beyond Infinity. True that they did give out a very long way for Beyond Infinity to come this far for 9 rounds. But let's just have a look at the top flags from both of the team. It's 22 kills for One Tap God and 20 for Infinity. Look at the initiator and controller taking the advantage of the game and getting the frag department so high for both of the teams. Beyond Infinity is trying to sneak into his little drone over there, and I think Nave this time actually connects his showstopper that is really getting taken down, and Beyond Infinity going in for a very strong pick. Master gets himself a double. Paradox gets another one. It's a 1 versus 2 situation, down to a 1 versus 1. Nave has a paint shell which he can put to a good use, and there you go, the paint shell will be coming through, and Paradox, he will not be moving a step further as he already walked in at the bomb set, and he is going to give a headshot, and there you go, TRURERIPPERS Esports are going to be a TRURERIPPERS winners over here. against Beyond Infinity, and I think they've truly ripped apart Beyond Infinity. Although a nice try coming in from Beyond Infinity, GG, well played, guys. And Paradox is going to stand at the top of the table with 23 kills, ahead of One Tap God. Well, for a second, I thought it was going to be One Tap God who will be standing on top and getting that MVP because he has 22 frags. Starting off the last round, he had 22 frags. We saw the player card and suddenly changes to Paradox. He has got what, like a double kill in the last round?
Yep. And to be honest, it was actually One Tap God leading the board as well when it comes to the frags in that department. But Paradox, he was really quick to go ahead and steal out that spot as well from One Tap God. So maybe Paradox is just trying to, regain his position as one of the best fraggers in the team as well. But at the same time, I'm really surprised to see, TRURERIPPERS Esports going ahead and getting it all back and putting up that victory as well. Beyond Infinity, on the other hand, they tried. They really tried, and they evolved on their attack side as well. Their defense wasn't that great, in my opinion. They were only able to eke out 3 rounds on their defense, but their attack, it truly was something else, and they were able to bring it to 9 rounds on the board as well. So congratulations for that, Beyond Infinity. But you guys have to put in a little bit more work. Especially Nif was not feeling that confident today. I guess he was not actually taking all of these aggressive fights that he used to take before, as Alika did put it out in the pre-game analysis as well, right? So Nif, I guess he was just having a bad day. Ludra as well. Actually, Ludra, he also puts up quite a lot when it comes to getting all of these frags as well. He's something like a relic himself. But at the same time, today Ludra wasn't looking that great. So I don't know. Maybe Beyond Infinity just had a bad day, and it's completely fine. Beyond Infinity, they have a long way to go. So I'm looking forward to them coming back stronger as well in qualifier number 3. But right now it's gonna be the MVP as well coming on to your screens. The MVP screen is ready, and it's gonna be Paradox from the side of TRURERIPPERS Esports to be the MVP with 23 kills, 297 ACS. And a KD of 1.4. Actually, I thought that he's going to cross the 300 ACS mark as well, but I guess he actually missed a little bit, just a little bit, out from that 300 mark as well. But it's completely fine, Paradox. You put up quite a performance, actually. I thought that One Tap God is once again going to play a duelist today. He might, steal that jet from you today, but maybe you actually did not want to mess up this specific game. So you just went ahead and got yourselves that duelist as well. But there was a little bit of a debate between Paradox and One Tap God as well. Not between them, but it was like a friendly banter, where the last time we saw One Tap God bringing up that jet as well. He actually did quite a lot and better than Paradox as well that specific game. So we had a little bit of banter among ourselves as well, me, Paradox, and One Tap God, that maybe Paradox, your job is at a little bit of a risk. You might have to consider playing something else, because One Tap God is quite putting up the work. But with all that aside, right, congratulations to TRURERIPPERS Esports for winning out that specific match, and hard luck to team Beyond Infinity. But yeah, you guys did put up quite a fight.
Well, they did, and Beyond Infinity, best of luck for you guys in the future tournaments. And I want you guys to come back in the qualifier number 3. I want you guys to know that you have qualified 10 out of 16, and that is not a bad try. You guys tried your level best against TRURERIPPERS Esports, and TRURERIPPERS Esports having them very good advantage today. They have ripped apart. I don't know. They just entirely strike the match. I was surprised by the fact how Paradox was putting down his gameplay, and especially when you have someone like Relic on your team who can do the job of the Cypher, who can do the job of the Lurker, and who can still be able to frag for his team. That's one of the best things he did. And I guess that was pretty much it for today, guys. We had 2 matches today, and we'll have a quick recap of what happened today. First match, we had Salty versus Peppers Esports, where Salty took away the win. And the last match, which just happened a few minutes ago, that was TRURERIPPERS Esports versus Beyond Infinity, where TRURERIPPERS Esports actually carried out the win. Now that Salty has added another win to Haven, I'm looking forward to them in the map in the next upcoming stages. We have round of 8 beginning from tomorrow, guys. That means we will be having best of 3s. So that's going to be the best of the best teams playing out the 3 maps. So I'm all ready. I'm all packed up for tomorrow, Nitish. What about you?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
round
Round
of
of
8,
8
of
begins
course.
tomorrow, right? Yeah, round of 8 begins tomorrow, and I guess we are all very, very excited for that. So can't wait to see what exactly all of these teams are gonna do in a best of 3 format as well. I mean, the best of 3 matches begin tomorrow, so it's gonna be truly interesting to see different maps being played apart from the regular ones as well. I myself am looking forward to the top tier teams getting in on the action as well, because right now it's actually Godlike Esports and Anima Gaming who are going to be fighting it out for that grand finals stage as well. So yeah, looking forward to an amazing run starting from tomorrow in round of 8. I am definitely sure that you all are very, very excited for that as well. So if you are, go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that bell notification icon to never miss another update whenever Esports goes live as well tomorrow, sharp at 6 p.m. IST. Also, check out our sponsors, Hell Energy Drink and Joshaf, for making the Esportz Premier Series 2021 possible. Without them, all of this jazz that you guys are seeing on your screens wouldn't have been possible as well. So check them out, support them, buy their products, download their app, and do the necessary. Follow us, casters, on our social media handles as well. It's @officialassassin47 on Instagram for me. It's @TanviJasmineFTW for this beautiful lady right here as well. So check both of us out. Follow us in our journey as well throughout most of the events that we are doing as well. And yeah, with that said and done, we are pretty much done for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys tomorrow with round of 8. Till then, goodbye, good night, sweet dreams.